It's another festive, raucous evening at Providence Academy in Plymouth as we present Youth Night for high school girls basketball. The undefeated Providence Academy Lions, the talk of the state, nationally ranked, look to continue their unblemished mark against a rising Hill Murray Pioneers squad. Providence Academy, of course, winners of 3 straight Class 2A state championships. Hill Murray back in the conversation. Both teams have the top prospect in the junior and sophomore classes, so get ready for some fireworks. Hello everyone, I'm Mike Peden, he is Alex Nagel. Alex, it's been a while since our last visit here to Providence Academy, but they have taken the mantle as the top team in the state. Over the last several years, we would always talk about Hopkins being the team to beat. Providence Academy assuming that role, and a lot of it has to do with their centerpiece, Maddyn Greenway.
I tell you what, I got a little taste of that this last Saturday night out at STMA, and I can just tell you from just watching one half, they're definitely the real deal.
Maddyn Greenway, as usual, in the top 10 in scoring, assists, steals, 3 triple-doubles. But just like the other state tournament teams, it's not all Maddyn who runs the show. A big reason for Providence Academy's success, the improvement, the rise of Hope Counts, the Lipscomb commit, and Maddyn's little sister, Beckett Greenway. A lot of folks thought they might take a step back after Ari Peterson transferred to Minnetonka. Beckett and Hope have made sure Providence Academy is only moving forward.
Well, you know, it's interesting you bring that up, Mike, because those 2 players both had very good, solid games, too, out at STMA this last Saturday night. And, you know, they can definitely pick up the slack if they have to.
Beckett gives Providence an even greater depth at the guard slot, and Hope Counts, as you know, she takes care of the low post with flair. Hill Murray, they have been a perennial throughout girls basketball history, and a big reason for their comeback of sorts are the Wilson sisters, Mya and Ashlee. And Alex, if you don't mind me making a pop culture reference or two, they have the heart of Barracudas. Mya, 4 30-point games this season. Ashlee, 4 20-point games in her first year of varsity play. Those 2 have given the Pioneers quite the dynamic.
Well, I tell you what, Mike, in this kind of environment, it'll be interesting to see what they bring to the table tonight. They're going to have to really step up against this Providence Academy team.
They certainly will need to. But Mya, she knows a thing or two about Providence Academy, played them last year, has over 15 Division I offers already, and Ashlee, it won't be long until she gets hers. Elise Gropoli, someone else to watch for, going to St. Cloud State. Alex and I are ready, the band is ready, and we hope you are ready too. We'll be back for the starting 5. This is high school girls basketball.
Women's basketball has been around a long time, and we've had so many opportunities, and now we're just continuing to get more.
Susan Shudley makes a great move. Pass to Linda Shudley.
It comes back to just feeling like you're part of a sorority of women. It's really fun to see. There's a lot of pride.
The 90s, late 90s, we was pumping out great women's basketball players. And still to this day, we're still there.
Welcome back to Providence Academy in Plymouth. It's Youth Night, and check out that tunnel.
Quite the tunnel, isn't it?
And far more enjoyable than the Lowry.
Yes, yes.
They're introducing the Hill Murray starters first. Hill Murray 16-5, Providence 21-0. Hill Murray, their biggest win of the season, beating Maddyn and Mya in the first of their 2 Metro East conference battles. And Providence Academy, everyone they've faced, they've won. Dowling Catholic, Maple Grove, Hopkins, St. Michael Albertville, Orono. They have been rolling through the competition. It is a testament to the talent they possess in their starting five and the chemistry that has developed for a program that has been to the state finals every year since 2021.
You know, it's a confidence thing, Mike, and I think we saw that confidence come through in the state final last year when, you know, things looked grim coming down the stretch, but they found a way to win it, the whole ball of wax in the state championship game. It's just a confidence and a belief in their mind that they know what to do and when to do it and how to do it.
Hill Murray, no stranger to state tournament appearances either. Their most recent one, 2023. But Providence, they have been the talk of the state. Of course, Alex and I, we remember their first go-round with state tournament success back in the 2010s with Ray Finley and a much different crew. Oh, yeah. But they have set some amazing standards over the last few years. The starting five for Hill Murray. It's the Wilson sisters, Ashlee and Mya, Elise Grapoli, the St. Cloud State commit, Mari Lang and Ellie Drange as the kids scatter back to the bleachers. Providence Academy will start Maddyn Greenway, Emma Millerberg, McKenna Schaefer, Hope Counts, the Lipscomb commit, and Maddyn Greenway.
Parents, I'm going to need your help. I've been asked to make sure that the sidelines are clear. That everybody's up in the stands, please.
Well, Alex, I think you and I are clear into the stands.
I would think so. I would think so. We're in good shape up here. You know, I think for Hill Murray, it's going to be very important for them to get off to a solid start tonight, to not get themselves into a hole early on.
That won't be easy against a team that has all five of their starters in double digits. But there is the 7th grade wonder, Ashlee Wilson, misses the pull-up. Her highlight so far, 29 points against Holy Angels. Maddyn Greenway connecting with Hope Counts. That's not the first, nor will it be the last time those two connect. Mya Wilson spin move short. Hope Counts collects the rebound. There's Maddyn Greenway, the 8th grader. Maddyn, bounce pass to Schaefer.
You know, I think one of the forgotten skills that Maddyn Greenway has is her ability to distribute. I mean, she finds her teammates so well, and we saw it with that last pass down there.
Already 2 assists, closing in on 1,000. Drange's 3 is offline. Rebound makes its way to Beckett after Maddyn couldn't handle it initially. Hope Counts, she can knock down threes, but not that time. Dead ball rebound to Hill Murray. Just underway here. Hill Murray, no stranger to tough schedules. They played Alexandria earlier this year. They have an annual series with Marshall. Played Lakeville South at the holiday tournament that they host earlier this season. Undefeated in the Metro East Conference. And depending on how that goes, there is a chance Hill Murray throws it away. There is a chance, Alex, for Hill Murray to get the number 1 seed in Section 4-3A. De La Salle, they had that loss to Visitation.
Yeah.
Although Visitation, no slouch. Maddyn Greenway fakes, looking for the pull-up. Doesn't spot it. Emma Millerburn for 3, short. And the rebound, Mari Lang. To your point about getting a good start, Alex, I think it's imperative for the role players on Hill Murray to maybe not go lights out, but that's the second time Ashlee has committed a passing error, and Providence Academy is the last team you want to make a mistake against.
Well, exactly. 2 possessions right there by Hill Murray where there was some miscommunication there, and we saw 2 errant passes lead to 2 empty possessions.
Maddyn wants that 3. Instead, dumps it to Hope. And Hope Counts. Gets 2 more. Hope is 32 away from 1,000. If she doesn't get it tonight, well, she'll get that block. There's a good chance Hope could pick it up next Friday. Providence will be off until then when Rockridge comes down here to pay a visit. 6-0. Lions over Pioneers. Maddyn Greenway stays in bounds. Another steal. A scramble for the ball. Beckett Greenway from the elbow. Can't get the bounce. Mya Wilson tips the rebound to Drange. Now Mya pulls up. Hope Count's got a piece of it. Drange races in. Dead ball rebound to Providence Academy.
It's like the second or third time already where Mya Wilson has come down on a fast break opportunity. She's had her shot rejected. Kind of gives you an idea of how long this Providence Academy team really is.
Hope Count's responsible for a lot of that length. Now that you don't see often. Maddyn Greenway traveling.
Even the great ones make mistakes once in a while.
It happens to the best of us. Last time I checked, not even Michael Jordan made every single shot.
No.
And it is Super Bowl weekend, so it's a fitting time to bring this up. Only one team has played an entire season undefeated. Providence Academy streaks down court. McKenna Schaefer with the fast break bucket. Millerburn snatches it away. Ashlee Wilson says enough of this. Can she beat Maddyn Greenway? Not quite. Grappoli for the rebound. Mya Wilson drains it.
Mya Wilson, 2.
Greenway pulls up. Missed the 3. Lang with the board. Mya to Drange. Baseline jumper looked off. And Maddyn Greenway with the leak out. She's on the board. Maddyn Greenway crossing 4,000 points last weekend against St. Michael Albertville.
That was quite the sight to see.
I was going to say she is close to crossing 1,000 career assists. Could get there by the end of the year. Gets the rebound after Lang missed the runner. Spots Millerburn. Ashlee Wilson rises up for the block. Ashlee, one of those 7th graders who doesn't look the part. Mya Wilson gets the roll. And when I say that, I mean Ashlee looks highly polished and poised for someone of her age. Maddyn Greenway turns on the Jets. Schaefer to trail and clean up the mess.
And head coach Erin Herman getting on her team, telling them to box out.
And then Lang was wondering, where did everybody go? There's Grappoli. Illegal screen.
That was kind of an odd sequence of events there. It was kind of almost seemed like it happened in slow motion.
A slow motion moving screen.
Technical foul on the Pioneers head coach.
And a technical foul.
Wow.
Maddyn Greenway will be shooting the technical.
That will send Maddyn to the line. Erin Herman pleading her case. Certainly a frustrating start to this one for Hill Murray.
Well, certainly not the kind of start that Herman and the Pioneers were hoping for. We've got to find a way to get calm, settle down here.
Maddyn Greenway knocks down the freebies. Going to Kentucky on the ESPNW Super 60 list for her class. And got a featured page in the breakdown at the start of the season. Caitlin Clark, one of her role models.
And why not?
Had her number retired recently. By Iowa, that is. Wouldn't be surprised if her WNBA jersey is retired at some point, whether it's Indiana or another team. 14-4. Maddyn Greenway on the take and the finish. 16-4. Providence Academy leads Hill Murray. Lang under duress. Coughed it up. Ashlee Wilson may have gotten a piece of it. Now Mya with the fadeaway. Gets the Plinko bounce.
Well,
Mya doing her best to keep Hill Murray around. She's got 6 points, all 6 of Hill Murray's points. Emma Milburn looking for 3 more. Hope counts. Extending past Lang. And Schaefer down low. Will pad her points and rebounds.
And a timeout for the Pioneers.
Hill Murray takes a timeout, 18-6. Alex, we've been seeing Providence and Minnehaha in particular, the top IMAC schools, take it to some of the best in the state.
Yeah, I tell you what, this is a clinic just right from the get-go by this Providence Academy team, and they're showing it in all facets of the game right now.
What do you make of that changing of the guard? Because up until this year, it felt like if you wanted to define yourself, Hopkins was the team you had to go through. Providence Academy, they've taken on everybody they've faced and won. Minnehaha has those big wins over Minnetonka in particular, and a few others. It's the small schools taking up some big spaces.
Yeah, it's definitely a changing world in which we live in. I don't think even 5-6 years ago we would have expected, seeing something like this, but we're seeing it now, and it's just, I think it's the quality of play and the talent level that has been such a factor in all this fight.
And you look up and down Class 2A, Maddyn Greenway, Addie Mack, Toya Orline, Chloe Johnson, several of our state's top players. Mya Wilson missing the 3. Hope counts with the board. Greenway spots Milburn on the fast break.
Well, again, for Hill Murray, nobody's getting back on defense.
I think another problem is Providence has that quickness about them. Now Beckett applying full court pressure. Drange, 3-ball, corner pocket. And Providence, I should say, Hill Murray needed that one badly. Providence trying to push it again. Mya Wilson comes up with a rock. Mya lobs it to Nicholson, high bank, a little too high. Hope counts with the rebound.
And if you're Hill Murray, those are the kinds of opportunities you've got to cash in on.
And Beckett Greenway converts on the other end. Beckett really stepping it up this year. Logged some time last year as a 7th grader. Moved to the starting lineup. Hill Murray escapes the press. Maddyn Greenway taps it into the drums. Providence, they don't skimp when it comes to sports or pep bands.
No.
In fact, Maddyn Greenway.
That was Beckett Greenway with a defensive play there.
But Maddyn Greenway, she already has accumulated several state titles, added one in soccer this year. Won a state championship in track last year. Foul on the inbound, it's on Schaefer.
That's her first personal Lions first.
And we should also point out, this is a battle of ranked teams. Providence number 1 and 2A, Hill Murray number 7 and 3A. The biggest difference between the two is depth. Hill Murray, they've got the big 3. Providence has that whole starting 5. 4 to shoot. Grappoli sees the clock. Milburn got a piece of it. Some great set defense by the Lions.
Again, the great passing ability of Maddyn Greenway, finding her teammates and getting them in position to cash in.
3 triple doubles for Maddyn Greenway. Nicholson puts a move on, counts, came up short. 24-9. Maddyn. Spin move, up and in. Wubba, 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 whoa, whoa, whoa.
All you can just, when you watch something like that, all you can do is just say, my goodness.
Maddyn Greenway going on the spin cycle for that play. Providence Academy romping. Drange drills another 3. Holding foul called. 9:23 left in the first half. Alex, I know we don't really need to wax too much poetic. If you follow Providence Academy, you know about their capabilities, but they have 3 straight games with 100 points. They're riding a 3 straight century mark streak.
That's they put 101 points on the board this last Saturday night out at STMA, so they could be well on their way to doing that again here tonight.
Emma Miller-Burned is rocking and rolling, if you know what I mean. I'll show myself out. Mya Wilson getting tripled. Good rotation. And that leads to another takeaway. Maddyn Greenway zips it to Hope Counts.
What a pass that was.
Hope has to clutch and adds 2 more. Watching Providence is reminiscent of those Hopkins teams that Brian Cosgriff led for all those years. When you've got a starting 5 as capable as they are, how do you respond? Pioneers just not getting much from anywhere. Maddyn Greenway pops a 3. That's off the heel. Wilson. Lang, left alone, says, all right. Rebound goes to Hope Counts. Hooks up with Miller-Burned on the outlet. Too strong. Greenway zipping in for the O-board.
You know, those second and third opportunities that you get will just kill an opponent.
32-12. As Maddyn Greenway got the O-board and the assist. Mya Wilson, contested jumper, push foul called. Providence Academy's most recent game was a 104-40 win over Two Rivers. Hill Murray took it to Hastings, 81-50, and it's not looking like it right now, Alex, but this Hill Murray team, they'll have the Wilson sister for a couple more years.
Yeah.
And they have a coach, Aaron Herman, who knows how to cultivate strong-willed teams. They could be in the final dance in 3A as Mya Wilson drains the elbow J.
Mya Wilson, 2.
Maddyn Greenway got a step, but not the finish. Nicholson. Hope Counts using her reach for the steal. Maddyn will zip ahead.
Well, I tell you what, the Lions are a great team. When they get a steal, they know how to go to the bank and cash in.
They don't mess around. If there's a takeaway, they floor it. It helps when you have all that speed and agility as Hope Counts adds 2 more. You might expect it out of the guards, Alex, like Maddyn and Beckett, but to see someone like Hope Counts utilizing her length to full effect and lead a fast break like we just saw there. And then the block. Pat Barrett, one of my colleagues at NSPN, Providence Academy calls a timeout. So I'll have a chance to add to this. We teased this in the open. The big reason, one of them anyway, why Providence has only gotten better, it seems. Hope Counts, Beckett Greenway, they got better. At the start of the year, we all thought, would they take a step back without Ari Peterson, who I thought was going to be their glue player? Right. Instead, they're taking leaps and bounds forward.
Yeah, they really have. You know, and here's the other thing. If you look at Maddyn Greenway herself, when I look at her and I compare her with Maddyn Greenway from last year, she looks so much stronger this year. I mean, she's bigger, she's stronger, she's been doing, you can just tell that she's been doing the extra work in the weight room and off the court. And those small things make such a huge difference in your overall game. They just do, and it's paying big dividends for Maddyn Greenway this year.
Maddyn's numbers about the same as last year. Her scoring may be down a couple of points or two, but when you've got a starting five as capable as Providence has, you don't need to drop 50, 60 all the time, but she can. She dropped 51 in the first meeting with Minnehaha. Going to Kentucky down in the SEC. Kentucky, no pushover when it comes to women's basketball.
Oh, no, they're good. And you know, if you're Hill Murray, those are the things you've got to cut down on, those small mistakes. You got to be quick, you got to be precise with your passing.
Again, this is not a team you want to give free balls to. We've seen what they can do with it. Greenway to counts. They go together like peanut butter and chocolate. Mya Wilson banks in a triple. 11 points for Mya, but Hill Murray has their work cut out for them with 5.5 left to play in the first. Counts, the youngest of the Counts sisters, as she runs a give and go. Can't get the roll. That was a great play. Ashlee Wilson. Over to Lang, back to Ashlee. Ashlee, I think a big reason why Hill Murray is on the upswing as she looks for the three, won't get it.
Well, you're right. She sure doesn't look or play like a 7th grader.
Maddyn Greenway missing the 17-footer. I guess I should clarify as Hill Murray comes up with the rock after that spill. Nicholson can't get the bounce. I should say Ashlee doesn't look like a 7th grader based on what we used to think of 7th graders. Hope counts to Emma Milburn. The three is short. Hope counts says, I'll pick it up, but can't lay it in. Karen goes back to Becca Greenway. There's Shannon Healy. Milburn open, up, and in.
Well, again, those 2nd, 3rd, sometimes 4th opportunities pay off for you.
Milburn swarming at Mya Wilson. Alex, I think Providence would like to patch up some of these fast break plays. They've left a few layups empty.
Yeah.
Mya Wilson had the mismatch, but Beckett is called for the foul. 40-17, and Alex, again, Providence and Minnehaha to a smaller extent, they're doing this against ranked teams in A, 3A, 4A. Providence will end the regular season with a pair of games at Wisconsin, including a rematch with Hortonville. Lakeville North, Hopkins, Duluth, Marshall. Maddyn Greenway take for the foul. That's her first. Eastview, Maple Grove, Alex, it's not just the margin of victory, it's who they're coming against. Grappoli. Ochterling can't get it. Grappoli swarming Becca Greenway and gets the bounce. 3 minutes to go in the first.
You know, it's hard to believe Ashlee Wilson, 7th grade, is already 5'11".
Well, look at her big sister. Actually, their whole family, as we have a 3 from Schaefer that's offline. Their whole family is up there, vertically speaking. That's going to be a bump, or no? Grappoli stepped out of bounds. So no foul, turnover on Hill Murray. Maddyn Greenway hacked. Foul before the shot. Both teams had a few to give. Earlier this season, Maddyn crossing 4,000. Now 1 of 4 to do it. Addie Mack, Tori Orline, and Maddyn Greenway all crossed 4,000 points within a few weeks of each other. Of course, the big question, Maddyn Greenway and Tori Orline have another season ahead of them. If they stay healthy, who will end up with the number 1 spot? Because Rebecca Dahlman's record, it's going to go by the wayside.
Yeah.
The question is, who will finish first, Maddyn or Tori? Maddyn will shoot 2.
Calls on number 5, Grappoli. That's her second. At the line, Maddyn Greenway, shoot 2.
Maddyn, I have to imagine her trophy case might need an addition at this rate. State championship in girls soccer, first time that's ever happened in school history. A silver and 3 golds in basketball, not to mention all the state meets she has won in track. And the milestones just keep on coming. Ashlee Wilson unable to get the jumper. Ashlee hasn't found her stroke. One reason why Providence Academy leads by a bundle. Maddyn Greenway, another zippy take. Warp speed to the bucket.
It's amazing to watch her and see her use that burst of speed that she has to make drives like that. Goodness.
Emma
That ball
Milliburn
didn't even hit the floor.
No, she didn't take a dribble at all. Didn't need to. That's a foul on Nikolai.
Calls on the Lions, number 13, Lexi Nikolai. That's her first, team's 5th.
And just like a year ago, Providence outrunning Hill Murray. In that one, Maddyn Greenway had to leave early in the game after taking a hit to the head. But watching this team play, Alex, they've had some tight ones, but you can tell they're a well-oiled machine. They don't back away from their identity no matter who's on the schedule, as Becca Greenway lines a deep 3 and buries it. When it's your night, it's your night.
Yeah.
Mya Wilson with the answer.
Mya Wilson, 3.
Maddyn Greenway trying to put a move on a defender and took a few too many steps. Alex, just about any other night, I think we'd be talking about Mya Wilson. She's got 14 points. The problem is her team is trailing by 27.
Another opportunity here.
They've got numbers. Mya Wilson can't hit the 3. And Providence in position for another fast break. I've noticed that, Alex, whether it's Maddyn Greenway or Emma, there's always somebody, it seems, out beyond the key, out up top, waiting to dart down court if there's a rebound or a turnover.
Yep, that's what their whole game is predicated on.
And I think that's why they flourish so well in transition. They don't crowd the lane.
No.
Per se, there's always at least one person out there doing guard duty, so to speak. Greenway misses both. How about a three? She'll take it.
How about that three?
Who needs those free throws? Who needs those stinking free throws when you can just knock down threes? Mya Wilson to the line. Mya.
It's been one of those nights for Hill Murray where even the simple things become hard.
Mya Wilson on the line for 2 shots.
Providence has been doing that to opponents for a while. Mya Wilson averaging 22.7, 4 30-point games this year. Had just 2 last year. She and Ashlee were featured in the Star Tribune, and Aaron Herman has already said Mya will probably break the scoring and rebounding records that Tessa Sitchi still holds.
That's amazing when you think about it.
Shot clock is off. Is it Maddyn Greenway time? No, she lost it. Mya zooming down court, gets it up, and won't get the putback in time. That's the end of the half. 52-24, Providence Academy.
Thank you all for coming out for the Providence Academy Youth Night. We have a lot of kids here.
They've scored so many points, I can't even think of a word to say it or describe it. They have rendered me speechless, Alex. This may be an historic moment.
Well, it's really been, Providence Academy's game from the get-go, right from the opening tip-off. I mean, they've shown it in transition numerous times, getting into a fast break and getting an easy layup out of it. And, for Hill Murray, I think it really, you're down by this much. You don't have much of a chance, but one thing you can do is try to start improving some of the smaller, simpler things. Try to make them a little cleaner.
Well, we're going to let the kids take the reins and come back for the second half. You're watching high school girls basketball. Providence Academy leads Hill Murray 52-24. Twin Cities Sports Broadcasting and a whole lot more. That's what you get from TSB Television. We provide long-lasting digital coverage of your favorite athletes from the preps to the pros. Dazzling moves. Holloman, good if it goes. Yes! Game winners. James, she's in trouble. Finds James. Toss shot! It goes in! And everything in between. Before we let you go, do you want to say hi to anybody?
Oh, I don't know. Let's put me on the spot there.
If you want to connect with our audience, visit us at patreon.com/TSB Television or sponsor our coverage through PayPal and Cash App. Thank you for watching. Welcome back to Providence Academy in Plymouth as the band in still a festive move and Providence Academy a super festive mood. 52-24 the score at the half. The first half numbers kind of one-sided. Maddyn Greenway 17 points, Emma Milliburn 12, Hope Counts 10 for Providence Academy. Hill Murray, Mya Wilson is 16 points. The rest of the team with 8. Ashlee Wilson hasn't found her jumper yet. Alex, like you said, Hill Murray, their chances of victory slim at best, but there's still 18 minutes to play. Still a lot you can learn, and this is a team not afraid of a challenge.
No.
That could help them later on in section playoff time.
Well, and while this game itself might be a foregone conclusion, if you're Hill Murray, you want to try and clean some stuff up. Take care of the rock. Be precise with the passing.
Providence Academy, they have been precise 90% of the time. There have been a few instances where they left some fast break plays empty, but it's a first world problem. Elise Scripoli a bit long on the runner. Maddyn Greenway to Schaefer, count it.
She makes it look easy, doesn't she?
Maddyn has been doing that for 5 years now. Remember, she suited up as a 7th grader. And McKenna Schaefer averaging 11.8 a game. I feel another one of those beneficiaries when Ari Peterson transferred to Minnetonka. The genesis of this reign began in the 2019-2020 season as Mya Wilson is fouled. That team, if you recall, Alex, made it to state, won their quarterfinal, couldn't play out the rest of the tournament because of COVID. After that, they have been a regular presence.
Yeah.
Still Hill Murray ball. And for someone like Ashlee Wilson, this is part of the learning curve. She's had a solid 7th grade year, had 29 points, and was locked in against Holy Angels, but this is a taste of what's to come for someone like Ashlee as she misses the reverse.
Yeah.
Now it's Maddyn's turn for a 3-point play.
It almost seems unfair, doesn't it?
Fouls on number 33, Ellen Grange, her second. Basket by Greenway.
We've talked about all the milestones Maddyn has. In addition to her career markers, she is one of just 3 players to score 1,000 points twice in a season. Rebecca Dahlman and Carly Wagner are the others.
It's just mind-boggling when you think about it.
And Maddyn, depending on how the rest of the season plays out, as Mya Wilson, any other night, we'd be singing her praises, Alex, but when you have to go up against that speedster.
It's just hard to replicate that speed that she has. I mean, and we're watching it from up here. Think about what it's like down there.
Her speed has been a highly positive attribute, aiding her in soccer, track, basketball. Sonic the Hedgehog might have an edge on her if you put those two together, but what's the saying, Alex? Speed kills. And it's hard to coach against.
Ooh, somebody took, was that Maddie?
That was Maddyn.
She got kind of a nasty collision there.
Mya Wilson laid it in. Maddyn Greenway. She's one tough cookie. Head official is checking in with her. I've never heard that theme before.
No.
Not in a basketball game, anyway. I know that theme, but usually it's a Merv Griffin tune that will play and something like that. But Alex, I guess they've got the tunes all ready to go. They had the chicken dance last year, if you recall, in that game against Maple Grove, as Schaefer lines up a 3 and buries it. Maddyn Greenway with the assist. I guess a little knock to the head isn't going to rattle her concentration. Touch 3 for Ashlee Wilson offline. Maddyn Greenway, another spin move, another finish. And she is making life extremely dizzy for Hill Murray. There's a foul on Emma Miliband.
Yeah, I was just going to say after that three-pointer by Schaefer, I think in a lot of ways she seems to be the forgotten element of this Providence Academy team in so many ways. I don't think that she gets the credit that she deserves, particularly from a leadership standpoint.
Miliband, the sophomore, and she's been playing varsity since 7th grade. Mya Wilson fakes. Puts one in on Hope Counts. That's not easy to do. But Mya is the top-rated recruit in the sophomore class for Minnesota. Emma Miliband leans around Mya Wilson.
She almost got her hand on another one.
66-30. You do wonder if Ashlee Wilson had a better night from the floor as she finally gets one to go from 14. Maybe Hill Murray would be in a little more striking distance, but Mya doing some incredible things. Here's a 17-footer for Maddyn Greenway. That's off the heel. There's Ashlee Wilson. She finds Mya. Those two have 2 more years together. Mya can't get the bank. Maddyn Greenway with the rebound. There's another example of the fast break offense that Providence Academy exerts so well. Grappoli. Hope counts, leaking out. Once again, Alex, when they get a rebound or a turnover, they floor it right away.
They sure do.
They don't wait, they go. Drange, her 3, offline. Langs came in out of nowhere to snatch it back. Now Ashlee lets it fly. That's off the rim. Maddyn calling for it. Here she comes again. Whoa.
Yep. Took an extra step.
Big night of girls hoops. Monticello playing Totino Grace in a game that will likely decide the 1 seed in Section 5-3A. Monticello, the #1 team in Class 3A. Another team that has a win over St. Michael Abbeville, but not as many statement wins, so to speak. That's going to be a foul on Mya Wilson. And Emma Milburn will go to the line.
That's her first. Emma Milburn at the line, shooting 2.
13:41 left. Something tells me we'll be headed for running time before long. Providence Academy, they had some nail biters to start the year. They began the season against Maple Grove, won the rematch at the Breakdown Tip-Off Classic. Dowling Catholic played them close, and that was without Ava Zedeker. Had Ava been available, I think Dowling wins it. Mya Wilson scores. Hope counts. Up and under. Yes. Wilson. That's Ashlee Wilson. I have to remind myself when you've got sisters playing on the same team.
I know.
I have to be a little more descriptive. Maddyn steps into a 3, nails another one. This is flat out silly. Silly, unreal, or just straight up redonkulous?
Yeah. Well, although I think one of the benefits for Connor Gates and the staff is that as this game progresses and gets into running time, it'll give him a chance to get his youngsters in there and get them some valuable playing time, get some valuable minutes and some game experience.
Nicholson missed the jumper. Providence Academy saves it.
She's so good at improvising. That's what's the other thing that strikes you.
Another 3, bullseye.
Making the Cottons sing again.
Well, to your point, Alex, Providence Academy, they've had plenty of minutes for the second stringers this season. because of their runaway nature of victories. I was at the game with Park Center, part of the St. Catherine MLK invite, where Providence put on a clinic. That was less of a surprise, though. Park Center had a coaching change.
Mya Wilson.
It's become a running joke, actually, trying to find Providence a worthy opponent at that invite. Yeah. And for 2 years in a row, the team they find to go against Providence has a coaching change, and then their players scatter, and then it turns into a game where you are kind of going through the motions.
You know, I tell you, the more I watch this young Mya Wilson play, the more I really like her.
I've had a chance.
And I think as she gets a little older and a little stronger, she's going to be that much better.
I've had a chance to see her in action this season. Hill Murray, an NSPN partner. As you know, I do a lot of games with NSPN. And Mya, I feel, has taken her game to another level this year. Having someone like Ashlee has been a big help. But she led the team in scoring and rebounds last year, Mya Wilson did. And I have a feeling that will continue over time. As Greenway rises up for the rejection, Beckett catches up to the loose ball and lays it in.
Yeah, I was just going to make the point of how Mya Wilson split those two defenders down there, but it went all for naught with the takeaway.
Well, now you've got a chance. Mya Wilson with the fake and the finish. Maddyn to Schaefer, broken up. Not quite at Mercy Rule threshold yet, Alex. Mya Wilson has 28 points. I laugh because we'd be talking about her any other night.
I know.
Her performance is like getting 95 cents on the big wheel after someone spun $1. Maddyn Greenway feeling it, but won't get that three to fall. Hope counts, collects the O-board. Emma Millerburn wants a crack. Short. Ashlee. Whoa. Jump ball. I thought it was going to be traveling for a moment. But that's why I'm up here. .10:08 left in the second.
Well, certainly not the drama that we experienced last year when Maple Grove
You
was
read
out
my mind.
playing here.
You read my mind. I think part of it, some of those games got moved to breakdown events, and Providence will get that chance to play in Wisconsin in a couple of weeks. Mya Wilson doubled. Finds help in Drange, who just barrels into Hope counts.
Well, and you know, here's the other thing too, Mike. You and I both know what a grind the regular season is for these teams. And you know, you're in the month of February, and you're inching closer and closer to section play. You know, particularly if you're Providence Academy, how hard is it to maintain that level that you're at right now? How hard is it to maintain that intensity between now and when section time starts?
And I think that final week of the season is going to be a great tune-up for Providence Academy. As Ellie Drange makes the freebies, Mya Wilson will take a breather because Maddyn gets two more. Just your standard 30-point game for Maddyn Greenway. But their final week is going to be Alexandria, a team that reached the semis last year in Class 3A. Hortonville, Hope counts, swoops in for the putback.
Hope counts.
And I don't know as much about Notre Dame, but you've got two bona fide teams. Hortonville is where Rainey Wilson, the Maryland commit, plays. Hortonville gave Providence a run a year ago. I don't think stamina is going to be a problem for Providence Academy because look at what they've done over the last 4 years.
Yeah.
They've had a chance to play for a championship every year, and they've won 3 in a row.
Number 1, Maddyn Greenway. That's her second.
They might have a chance to make some history. I don't think any school has ever won 4 in a row in any class. Nicholson at the line. Hill Murray, I'm sure they and anyone else who draws Providence knows it's going to be a tough battle. Again, I think if Ashlee Wilson had a better run of it from the floor, maybe this game's a bit closer. But as we've said, year after year, Erin Herman, who has garnered much respect in her 30-plus years, always stacks up some tough non-conference opponents. Hope counts to the line.
Fouls on the Pioneers, number 34, Nicholson. That's her second. Hope counts at the line.
Hope counts. May get to 1,000 points next Friday. In terms of role players, I guess you really can't call Hope Counts a role player, but Maddyn being the headliner, it can be tough for others to break through. She has been a tremendous asset. Somebody got too close. I heard the official yell sideline.
Yeah.
Well, you and I aren't anywhere near the sideline, so somebody else might have inched a little too close. Got to give these players space. Nicholson on the line. Grappoli swoops in for the putback.
Rebound basket, Grappoli.
There's another young woman who I felt didn't have her usual game. Grappoli, she averages about 12 or 13. Not the headliner of Hill Murray these days, but a big reason for their success in recent years. Drange giving Hill Murray a taste of Providence Academy's playbook. Drange with 10 and Maddyn Greenway with another customary bounce pass to Hope
But you know, the
Counts.
thing that's impressive, again, you look at the passing, how precise it is, how crisp it is. Very rarely will you see Providence Academy make any errors where they're passing.
Fouls on the line, number 1, Maddyn
That's why we
Greenway.
said at the start, if you want to beat Providence Academy,
Grappoli at the line.
you can't make those silly mistakes, much like those Hopkins teams from all those years ago. Yep, Erin Herman will take a timeout. That will stop the clock with 7:38. As the band is called it a night, Grappoli, again, going to St. Cloud State. Quite the marksman from the free throw line. Also calls himself TikTok famous, but Alex, this game, and I feel like all the other Providence Academy games I've had a chance to call, they don't reveal anything new per se. We know Providence Academy can battle through adversity. They've done that before. Against Allen Catholic, they trailed by 15 before coming back for the win. Maple Grove gave them a run at the Tip-Off Classic. You were there for that, I believe. But Providence Academy got through those early struggles, and they've just been on a roll since. With 7:38 left in the game. Well, this will put an end to the Hill Murray 5-game winning streak, but they will end the regular season against Maddyn, a game that not only could decide the Metro East Conference title, but maybe the 1 seed.
Yep.
In Section 4-3A. Grappoli knocks down the free throws. Maddyn Greenway spots a lane, can't take it in. Draws the foul and will shoot 2 more.
Fouls on number 33, Ellie Drange. That's her fifth.
And that's it for Ellie Drange.
Team 7. Maddyn Greenway at the line, shooting 2.
It's not just the passing for me, Alex, that stands out with Maddyn Greenway. It's the toughness, the grit, the resilience.
Well, that all plays a part in it too. And I think that those two particular elements that you just mentioned are really something that's become much better this year around, just with the experience.
I think she'd like to fare a little better from the free throw line tonight, but in past years,
Falls on the lines. Number 30, Maddyn Greenway. That's her third.
that's her
That puts
third,
the Pioneers in the
and Hill
bonus.
Murray in the bonus. But to elaborate a little more, well, I'll get to that in a moment.
Shooting the
Let's see what
line.
Nicholson does with these free throws, as we'll be out of here in about 6 minutes. I do think this game illustrated the difference between the two sides. Providence Academy with a deeper roster, but to finish up on Maddyn, we've seen her scoring on display for years, but much like Addie Mack, who's a year ahead of her, as we'll get more free throws here, the other elements have come into focus. You talked about her precision passing. Maddyn, I don't think, made a passing error tonight, at least not that I can recall. And her prowess.
And needless to say, Maddie's basketball IQ is up there.
That's why she's going to Kentucky. In fact, a couple of the Kentucky coaches, or scouts at least, are in attendance here. Made a name for herself early and often. She'll check out and finish
And
with
off to
34 points.
Round with well-deserved applause.
Just another day at the office. Mya Wilson got cut off there.
Well, these last few minutes will allow some of the younger members of this team to get some moments to shine.
Nikolai gets the feed from Maddyn Greenway. Ashlee Wilson finds Mya, not quite on target. But Mya will go to the line for 2.
Fouls on the lines, number 4, Emma Milburn, her second.
Mya Wilson, her story,
Wilson, shooting 2.
just starting. But her parents, both college football athletes. Her dad played football, her mom a college volleyball player. Mya didn't get a chance to play AAU last season owing to a foot injury. Mya will take a split at the line, but she is recovered fully, and like I said, Alex, any other night we'd be talking about Mya Wilson, but seeing her put up 29 against one of the best teams in the nation as Maddyn Greenway drills a 3 from the corner. All 5 starters in double digits now. Mya leaping up, gets the fadeaway, and Mya Wilson collects her 5th 30-point game. Again, Alex, I'm sure it won't be the most exciting game. You'd rather get the win, but to get 31 against the top team in the state, one of the best in the nation, I think that speaks a lot to Mya's ingenuity.
Absolutely.
And even though it won't result in a win,
And she adds to that.
This is the kind of performance that can resonate not only with her immediate family, but everyone else on Hill Murray as well. We were talking about the Providence teams that won state. Remember, Alex, Tessa Sitchie and Bethany Doolittle
Oh, yeah.
took Hill Murray to state
How well we remember.
on a regular basis. Bethany now working in dentistry, I believe, after her playing career wrapped up. But Hill Murray, it's been a slow upward trajectory for them, trying to rebuild their ranks. And every school goes through it. Providence Academy had a lot of lean years in between Ray Finley and Connor Getz.
Yep.
Lean compared to the standards they set now.
Right.
As Mya Wilson. We got one more, hold up. Mya Wilson, by the way, I do want to get this in there. Not only is this her 5th 30-point game, this is a career high for Mya. Her previous best was 32. And she'll finish with 34 in all likelihood. We're far from done when it comes to hearing about Mya Wilson and her escapades. And needless to say, Alex, we've got one more year of Maddyn Greenway and a host of young talent coming up behind her. What Providence Academy has done to turn themselves into this massive power is just ungodly.
It really is. I mean, this is, the continuity that this program has had over a number of years is nothing to turn your nose up at. It's been a solid program, and they've got the records and they've got the championships to prove it.
3 straight, looking to be the first, I believe, to win 4 in a row, but they've got to wait another month for that. But they don't have to wait any longer for their 22nd win of the season. 96-55 the final. As I said before, Alex, just another day at the office, but another testament to the speed, quickness, and tenacity on both sides of the ball.
It really, it's really hard to match what they bring to the table in terms of their speed and quickness and agility. And, when you have somebody like Maddyn Greenway who can do what she can do, it just makes it that much tougher for any opponent.